Hello everybody, my name is Thurman Brunson, as most people know, of Intellestress Profile Management.com and also calendarwriters.com. We're an online game facility, the Intellestress Meditation game. We specialize in meditation, high-tech meditation. And we're doing very well, and a lot of people are interested in what we're doing. This video is a special video because it's a testimonial video, a testimonial about the Intellestress meditation method. Any new product need people who give a testimonial. In other words, what have that product done for them? Have they benefited from the product? And so forth. So a testimonial is very necessary. And this is my first testimonial that I'm sharing with you, the public, as to what my opinion about Intellestress is. It's not an invention of mine. Matter of fact, I assembled Intellestress. I assembled Intellestress from data, from information, and from knowledge. And I put it all together, And it's a product of the times. It was already there. It just needed to be assembled. Now, I've been researching Intellestress since 1996. I maintain an office in Euclid, Ohio, and during that time, from 1996 until the present time, I've been advertising, doing a lot of advertising in newspapers all over the country, and media kits. So I've been doing a lot of things. Although I haven't had that much response, but that's the way the business is. So I'm not going to complain about it or anything. But anyway, now as far as my health is concerned, my mental health, my physical health, well, I've always been healthy. I've never had a sick day in my life. I'm 68 years old. I can remember one time, well, as a child, I had spinal meningitis. I was about 5 years old. But since then, I've never had any ailments. I had a toothache one time, a couple of times, but that's about it. My family, we had very happy family. We were raised well. I was the oldest child. And for a while, I was the only male. I had all sisters, so I had to take care of my sisters. So a lot of the my attitudes about things and protectiveness of the family comes from that. And later, I had brothers and so forth. But I'm still the oldest, and I still feel that way about things. And my physical health is very well. I feel like I'm still in my 20s and stuff like that. So I like to attribute it to my mental health, the way I think and so forth, because I know my mind, before I can do anything, my mind has to function and has to give a signal first. Okay, now my opinion about Intellestress. I think Intellestress is wonderful. I think Intellestress is what we all need. Now, when I work out with Intellestress, afterwards, I feel wonderful. I believe in myself. During my exercises with Intellestress and my meditation, I know that something's going on. I know that something is happening within my mind and my alphabet chronology. And I know there is communication going on and signals happening. At that point, I'm believing. But afterwards, after the exercise and so forth, which usually maybe sometime a half hour, sometimes an hour, I'll devote to it. Maybe every 2 weeks, usually, I'll work out real good. And I feel great. I feel confident. I feel positive. I feel like doing things. I feel creative. Everything that I already have, like talent or whatever, my interest in education and all that, it increases. I have this feeling that I want to succeed. I want to accomplish my goals. Whatever the goals I set for myself, I feel that I want to do that. And I do everything necessary to do that, to accomplish my goals. Now, people are different. Everybody, no one is the same. No one is going to have the same. But I can tell you this much about Intellestress. Intellestress, everything about Intellestress gives you a sense of well-being, a sense of maybe something is to this. Just maybe. And that's all you need, is just to work out with Intellestress and say, maybe something is happening. And when you're working out, when you're exercising, you're saying to yourself, well, I do know something is happening. Maybe you can't pinpoint it. Maybe you can't just say what it is. But you know something is happening. You know it. Yeah, and you know the communication is going on. And if you know that, then 9 times out of 10 it's happening. It's just like it's involuntary. Just like inside your body. And I've mentioned this before. Things are happening inside your bodies. Things are happening. All the function, all this going on is happening inside you. Okay, just like in your mind, all these things are happening without you doing anything. You're just being driven by something. What are you being driven by? You're being driven by a lot of things. You're being driven by the future. You're being driven by the years ahead. You're being driven by your environment. You're being driven by others that you associate with you that make up what your sense of self is all about. Also, you're being driven by your communication. Your communication is communicating you from moment to moment, from day to day. You see, when you talk to each other, there's always the next step. The next step that you're going to take in order to create your identity, a sense of who you are, what you believe in, and so forth. So you want to believe in yourself. You can't believe in yourself unless something is believing in you. What is believing in you? And then you say to yourself, Intellestress believing in me. So you know that it cares about you. So if it's believing in you and it's going out into your future, ahead of you, to the years ahead, then you're going to follow that belief, you see. Now, it's not overnight. It takes some time. Sometimes it takes time. But believe me, to me, I think it's wonderful. I think it's the most wonderful meditation that you can have. I think that you gain your confidence, your conversation with others. You know, you feel like you can carry on a conversation with others. You can say things that matter to others, things that are important. And a lot of time, people who practice Intellestress, if someone know you're practicing Intellestress, they're going to want to know what you're thinking. They're going to ask you questions. They're going to say, they want to receive something from you that's going to help them. So all Intellestress users, Be on your P's and Q's. Make sure you say the right things. Care for people. Care for what others think. And these type of things. So, and you will receive from others. If you give to others, you'll receive from others. Okay, the future plan of Intellestress is unlimited. I personally, I would like to see Intellestress Meditation become a game, a lotto game. You know, they got Keno games and so forth. I would like to see Intellestress become a lotto game sometime in the future. You know, once it's totally accepted by people. And I think that is going to happen. Next, I'm a writer. I'm an author. I write novels. I write fictional novels. And I'm in the process of publishing 2 right now, as I told you before. Number 1, They Lived in a One, and A Giant New Wednesday. Very interesting. You're going to love these 2 books. Believe me, you're going to love them. I want to get movie deals on them. You know, movie rights and this sort of things. So I have a lot of plans for Intellestress. Intellestress is good to me. The only thing is that any new product, it's going to take time for people to accept new things, new ways of meditation. But they're going to accept it. But it takes a matter of time, and you know, nothing is easy, you know, especially for pioneers. And you might say that I'm a pioneer, so it's not going to be all that easy for me. And it has been, but it hasn't been the way I really would wish it to be. But personally, Intellestress is good to me. It has been good to me, and it still is. And I should always practice Intellestress, because I know there's something. Because then I'll have something. Intellestress is better to have than not to have. My name is Thurman. I'll leave you with that. And again, peace out.